welcome to another day of Top Days of Fitmas. We are day 10. Oh, well done. If you've reached day 10, good job. We're almost there. Today we're going to use some weighted bangles. So if you don't have any weighted bangles, feel free to not have any on it. It works exactly the same, okay? If you do have them, weighted bangles on your ankles, both of them if you do. And let's come into your hands and your knees. We're going to get started. Hands find your floor and then pull your shoulder blades back in, making sure your wrist is in line with your shoulders, your knees are in line with your hips. Find that neutral spine, lift that chest, pull that shoulder blades back. We're going to work on some bird dogs, starting with your leg extension. Let's go take a breath in. We're going to prepare, breathe out, right leg extend out behind you into a nice, beautiful straight line. Breathe in, bend, draw it back in, making sure you're not dropping that pelvis. Let's go again. Squeeze that shoulder blades back in, lengthen that leg, point that toe, and then pull it back and feel your ab muscle working, okay? So the challenge of full point is always to make sure you find that center. So when you lift the right legs, very often you're going to tilt towards the left side, but I want you to try to keep your center. Breathe in, bend. Good. Think about pushing that chest away.
You know, for the longest time when I was doing this exercise, I was like, how is this an ab exercise? Until I really truly understand what Nicole was just talking about, keeping the weight in neutral, so that you can use your abs to keep you stable.
I often find that when you lift your leg away, to really almost think about pushing that leg out more towards the right side so you can find that center, because all the time we're going to shift towards your stable side. Let's go 5 more. Good.
And remember that the height is not the key.
Yes.
Just think about keeping that center. It's going to be way more efficient when you think about the technique and the quality over the range of movement or how high you can lift the leg.
Often also people try to stabilize and they round their back. I want you to keep that shoulder blades squeezing in. Really think about that spine being nice and long. Keep that neck lifted. Your final 2. Let's go. Breathing out, extend and reach. And then come back down. Your other side. Can we lift up and let's hold it there. Keep your right leg long. Now left hand, can you reach it out? Can you pull it back and tap the ground? We've just got 5 here. Good. Keep your right leg long for me. Can you push up on that right shoulder? 3. Really focus on that oblique system. Last 2. Keep your right leg long. Last 1. Hold it there for me. Let's go. Lift that chest. 5, 4. Squeeze your glutes. 3, 2, and 1. Well done, team. Good job. If you need a break, sit back and you can just roll out those wrists if you feel like you've overloaded that wrist. Well done, team. Let's move on to your opposite side now. So come into your hands and your knees after rolling the shoulders and wrists out. Pull the shoulder blades back. Squeeze your shoulder blades back. Thinking about tucking that ribs in. Let's go other leg. We're going to work on your left leg this time. Let's go. Breathing out. Extend that left leg. Breathing in. Drawing in. Good. And then let's go again.
You know how when you're like, oh, your left leg, literally I'll be looking at my hands and I'll be like, where's that now?
Well, glad your hands are in the right position to help you find your direction. Now, what I often like to think about this movement, to break it down to find that stability, is you can slide that leg out and then lift it off. I think that's a lot easier to find that stability and stop yourself from shifting rather than just straight out pushing it back, okay?
That's such a good tip. It makes the movement even more intentional.
And more controlled. Yes. All right. Let's keep going here. When you lift that leg out, making sure your pelvis is not twisting. So your left pelvis stays nice and in line with that right. Pull that shoulder blades back in. We go 5. And breathing out 4. Good. Can you lift your chest even higher? 3. Let's go 2 more. You know what's coming after this, okay? Let's think about reaching your last leg away. Last one away. Hold it long. Lift your right arm up. And then breathing and slide it back. Tap it down. You need a break. Or else let's go again. Good. Breathing out. reach, breathing in, draw it back. Think about pushing away with your left arm. We've got final 2. Can you lift your left glutes up a little bit higher without twisting that pelvis? Your final one, lift it up. Everyone hold it there, squeeze your glutes, lift that chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Come back down. Good job. Okay, let's move on. Can you please keep your bangles on your feet? We're gonna work on some glutes, okay? So let's lie down on your side. We're gonna be lying down on our left side. Prop your head up with your forearm and making sure your upper body is stacked, okay? So I want you to shuffle that elbow back if you need, so you can make that a nice long line, okay? Lift that bottom waist up, straighten the top leg away. Think about someone pulling that leg away to create that line. Watch that leg and make sure it's in line with your body. Squeeze your glutes. From here, pull that toe towards you. Take a breath and lift up. Squeeze that glutes. Breathe out. Bring it back to where you started. Let's go again. Good. Can you really think about, it's a very tiny movement. I want you to really think about if you need to put your hand on that top pelvis and really stop that pelvis from shifting towards your head. So you want to push that pelvis down. So when you lift that top leg, it's going to be a little compression into that glute med muscle on that side. Let's keep going. Can you think about breathing in, lift it up? Breathe out, drawing it back down. When you lower that leg, making sure it doesn't drop all the way down, keeping it nice and long in that same line. You're here. Let's go for 6. Breathing with your movement here. Make it nice and slow and intentional. We got 5. Good. 3, 2. On your last one, lift it up. Pull it back down to where you had it at your starting position. Breathe in, pull it forward. Breathe out, digging back through the heels. Squeeze your glutes. Glute max working now. Breathe in, come back forward. Breathe out, push.
With this one, it's so easy to just want to sway your body forward and backwards, right?
Yes.
I'm trying so hard right now.
I know.
To stabilize that upper body.
So that whole hands on your hips thing, on your waist is actually quite helpful. And if at any time you feel like your hand's getting really fatigued, just drop down, lie down on your forearm, okay? Now let's keep going. Think about, I think the whole swaying the upper body things because you're trying to achieve more range than what you actually need to. So can you think about when you push back, can you think about shortening through the back and then lengthening, stretching out to the front of that thigh? Let's go. 4 more. Are you feeling your glutes, Bev?
Yes, I am.
Nice.
You know this one, when we first started, we always go flexing forward, pointing back. Did you ever do that?
Yes, that is very classic
That's so
Pilates.
classic. So you flex your foot to go forward and you point your toes going back.
Yeah.
I totally stuffed up your countdown.
You totally did, but that's okay.
But that's okay. The more we do, the better.
Exactly. We're here 3 more. And let's go 2. Good. Your last one, pull it back. Can you hold it there? You got 1 more for me here. From here, if you need a break, drop it down. But if you don't need a break, come back up. Let's go breathing in, draw circle forward, breathe out, circling back and down. When you circle up and over, I want you to really think about that resistance and I want you to keep that pelvis still so your pelvis is not swaying forward or backwards to help you achieve this circle. Good job.
And really extending the leg nice and long.
Yes.
I always think about as if you're drawing a circle on the wall, the side wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, with your toe or your heel.
Yes, I always think about heel. I don't know why, but toes work as well. You're here. 5. Taking it slow. Now, when you start to fatigue, your circle starts to change shape. But I want you to really...
Like to lie.
But I really want you to think about keeping it as a circle, okay? Try your very best. Last 2, team. Your last one, reach it up. You're gonna hold it there. Turn the toes up towards the ceiling. Let's go pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees. Well done, team. Coming up to prepare for your other side. Lovely. Moving on to the other side, okay? So let's come lie down. We're on our right side. Prop your head up with your hands lengthened through the back of your leg, okay? Can you really think about creating a nice long line? Pull that toe towards you and then lift that bottom waist. Hands find your top waist or the floor to help you stabilize. Take a breath in and let's lift the leg up again. And then breathing up, pulling it back in line with your upper body, and let's go again.
So as before, we still want to keep a nice long leg on the left side. And Nicole mentioned briefly about the waist scooped up. So that's quite important. So when we get tired, we just want to sink down. So really think about scooping that bottom waist up, and that's going to help you activate your abs. And really think about pulling the shoulders down as well. Really think about long lines. I always think about long lines in my movements.
Yes.
Does anyone else do that?
I think it's very Pilates, the whole long lines. And really think about creating that long line with your upper body all the way down to your lower body, okay? Let's go 5 more here. You can do it. Remember, hands find the floor. You need that little boost to scoop your waist out. Otherwise, hands find your waist to help you stabilize that pelvis. We've got 2 more. Last one, lift it up. You're gonna hold it there. Breathe in, swing the leg forward just that little bit. Breathe out, digging back, squeeze your glutes. Well done. Let's keep going.
And speaking of long lines, I actually like to think the line goes beyond the body. So for example, right now, I tend to think there's a line all the way through the tip of my head to the side of the wall, and it goes all the way down to the heel and through the heel to the windows over there. So everything is about length. So yeah, that I think with Pilates it helps to create that nice long tone that everyone likes to work on these days. So yeah, really thinking of visualizing really helps.
Well done. Let's keep going. Can you keep that movement small? It's not about the forward movement. It's more about that backwards movement. So I don't want you to get too caught up with how far you need to go in front of you, because that's the easy part. The hard part is really think about pulling it back, squeezing that lower glutes. Let's go 4 more. Feeling that glutes working, making sure your leg has not dropped any lower. Keep it up. Let's go 3 and 2. Well
And
done.
is there a pulse?
We're not even there yet. That's a circling. We're gonna hold it at the end. Let's go circling forward and up, and then breathing out, circling down and under. Let's keep it nice, short, sharp, and quick. Can you keep your circle shape as we move through this final movement? Can you breathe to circle? We got 4 more, and let's go 3 and 2. Your final one, circle up, hold it there, turn the feet up towards the ceiling, pulse now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, drop it down. All right, so we've just worked on your glutes. Let's stay here and we're just going to roll over and we're going to lie down on your back. We're all about transitions here, and then let's lift your legs up nice and long, pointing that ankle towards the ceiling. Lift your head, put your hands behind your head, tuck your chin, breathe out, curling up into your ab prep, breathing in, tapping the head back down. Keep that chin tucked and really work on keeping that leg as high up as you can, maintain that hamstring length. Almost want to think about extending your knees and really push them into extension, and only go as high as you can. So if you find that your back can't handle, drop them down to tabletop and then just repeat the same thing. That is absolutely fine. But if you don't have anything with your lower back, let's stay up here. We've got 5 more to go. 4, keeping those elbows wide, tucking your chin. We've got 3 and 2. Well done, folding your ribs in. And your final one, let's lift up. We're gonna hold it there. Let's go 5, 4, 3, little crunches, 2 and 1. Well done. Dropping them down. We're going to stay in the semi-supine position. All I want you to do is prop yourself up on your elbows for me. Good. So propping yourself on your elbows, and let's think about lifting those legs up into tabletop one at a time. Think about extending that back, pull those ribs in. We're gonna straighten those legs, breathe out. Breathe in, bend it back in into your tabletop. Keep that chest lifted and open. Let's keep going. Feeling your ab muscles shaking, breathing out.
And the breathing is really important here. So the reason being is when you exhale, you're meant to activate those abs, engage those abs even harder. So exhale, pull your belly button in, and then inhale slowly to pull it back out, in. Yes. So exhale out, inhale in.
And I think the whole pulling your abs in, a lot of times people will do this, like they pull their belly button and round their lower back. But I want you to keep your back up and you really think about your back staying still. You're just drawing your belly button in towards your tummy.
So the way that I like to explain it is rather than thinking about just trying to flatten the tummy in, it's more like a 360 round. So really think about wearing that corset, and then as you exhale, you feel the corset tightening. So it's almost like a 360 pull in. Does that make sense?
It does make sense. Now remember, you can always take a break if you need to, reset, and let's come back out to your final 4 more. And lift that chest even higher, 3. Good. Pull it into tabletop, 2. Good. Last one, lift it out there, hold, 3, 2, 1. Well done, drop them down. Good job, team. Come on up, have a little breather. And then for your next one, we will transition and have your bangles on your hands. All right, team, let's go. Your bangles will be in your arms now, around your wrist, and make sure they're tight and secure. From here, can we work on some squats? So take a breath and sink your bum back, and then sit back into a squat. And when you come down to a squat, we're gonna extend those arms. Good. And then when you push yourself up, we're going to swing those arms back, squeeze your shoulder blades. Let's combine the arm movement now. Sink down in the squat, lift your arms up, make that nice, long, beautiful line, and then dig through your heels, squeeze, swing those arms back, squeezing those glutes. Let's go again. Think about your tailbone aiming backwards, your knee aiming forward, and then can you think about squeezing those glutes when you come up? Let's keep going.
I really like these weighted bangles.
Me too.
But if you don't have them, you can always hold on to dumbbells or drink bottles, I think are a good one. But weighted bangles are really good.
It is actually quite useful.
Yeah.
And let's breathe out, squeeze, come up. Can you think about sinking your bum back like you're sitting back into a chair, and then push yourself up from the imaginary chair. You've got 7.
When you push up, think about like you're a superhero. You're like, I do that too. You're like sitting down and I'm like, superhero.
Let's go for whatever works for you, team. It's all about that visual imagery. Visual imagery. Yes. We've got 3. Good. By now you should feel your arms working hard because of the weighted bangles. We've got 2. On your last one, let's sink low. You're gonna hold it there, arms split out. Good, now let's go bend the elbows in and then reach the arms forward again. For your final little pusher for day 10, let's go 5 and 4. Can you stay down low? Can you push those thighs out a little bit more? 3 and 2. Reach fingers long. And last one, reach it up, hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push yourself out, superhero. And then that is us for day 10. Thank you so much for joining us. Like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll see you for day 11.